Alright, what is up everybody? This is Alex once again with the EOT Newsflash. This is episode 45 part 4. This is the... Just go with it. This is the Eldritch Moon limited set review. These are the black cards, and tonight I am joined by Shawn, Drew, Dustin, and Mike. What's going on, guys?
Pretty sure this is the red cards.
Red cards.
Not the black.
Oh, you're right. 45 point... Yeah, part 4, red cards. There we go. The title will be correct on the website, so it's fine.
Can't count or tell color.
No, I can't actually.
It's not a big deal.
Cannot. What's going on, guys?
Not much.
Y'all
Doing
doing
a
good?
set review. Almost got food poisoning 15 minutes ago. So there's going to be a pizza delivery interruption.
Yep, that'll be live.
Just let it happen.
So whatever add like 1 point to anything Drew gives a score to for the first half. After the second half of the show, he'll be like
Just
nice and
subtract 2
low,
points.
and you just subtract 2 because he's gonna be like, oh, this pizza, yeah, give that card like an 8. That's fine, whatever. I don't care if we go to 4. We'll even double it.
No.
What kind of pizza did you order?
Thin crust, man, from Domino's.
What toppings?
Pepperoni and bacon.
Spinach, pepperoni,
Mistakes. What are we?
red peppers.
I don't know. Plants aren't made for pizza.
What?
Plants are made for the salad before pizza.
Can't have salad pizza.
Thin
That's
crust,
stupid.
pepperoni, breakfast bacon. That's all you need on a pizza.
Wow. All right. Okay.
Cool.
Well, you don't have to eat any of my small thin crust pizza that I got, you savage.
Just explaining.
I mean, that's fine.
I want to.
It's good. It's pepperoni.
We're here to review
spinach,
things and correct it for the future.
red peppers.
Yeah, okay. We're reviewing your pizza now.
Yeah.
Jesus, you got the worst.
This is a warm up, right?
Every time
we give it a 1.
Every time I get pizza with you, I
I
get
go to
poison.
Sideboard.
Literally the worst pizza I've
Triple,
ever heard.
quadruple pepperoni pizza. That's how Dustin Betts likes it. Just get that special
Can you?
pepperoni.
However much cheese and sausage went up and down there, could you just send me packages of pepperoni?
I did not
Whatever you're gonna
specify.
do, just give me 4 pizzas worth of toppings.
We'll roll out the bread,
Yeah.
and then put sauce and cheese on there, then throw that in the trash and send me a box of pepperonis. And we're good.
Hey, no, I didn't specify
That
how many
industrial bag of pepperonis that they get in the back.
I'm
You
not
just
telling
deliver
the
that to my
pepperonis.
house.
Stuff that comes from the pig with like
No.
3 legs
Yes.
and then 1 eye. Like, I want that
Yes.
pepperoni. That's...
God forbid this man's supposed to be keeping kosher.
Look, I'm not going to tell this pepperoni artist like
Pepperoni artists?
That's what I
pizza
just
artist.
said.
I don't want the pizza artist telling me
Did somebody lose their
All right,
their patent on
we're
that?
gonna lose all our time.
All right, let's focus back.
Pepperoni.
We can judge the pizza when it gets here, and you know.
It's awful.
Wasn't
Live.
that was Subway, right? Sandwich artist.
So if you haven't listened or watched one of our set reviews before, we're going to work you off a 4-point scale tonight. 1's the cards you'll never play, 2 are your fillers, 3 are premium creatures and spells, and 4 are the bombs that will plug into the color. You open it, it's like Elder Deep Fiend, you just play that guy.
Sure.
Because it's that good.
Best card.
It's
Best
the
card
best magic card ever
ever printed.
And we'll get to it, and he's gonna go
Yes.
on about it.
And we'll
Literally.
explain why.
Please save some for the listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Don't spoil it all right now.
Literally.
So we're going to start with the red cards, though.
excellent.
And we're going to start with Abandoned Reason. So this
We're
is...
not going to get introduced.
I just said... I asked you how you were doing, and you
I
didn't
said great.
say
Yeah,
anything.
as he's like climbing in popularity, he stops letting you introduce
Mike.
yourself.
How are you tonight,
I'm
sir?
very good. You're touching me
That's
very
good.
inappropriately.
No. I'm just trying to...
Subway tech.
I don't trust that family now.
All right.
Doing great, man. Let's get to the
So,
cards.
so
All
this
right.
is
All
like you play this, right? This card's good.
Yeah,
Solid
so
2.
it's a 2 and a red instant that untaps 2 target creatures, or up to 2 target creatures, get +1/+0, and first strike until the end of turn, and then you can madness it out for 1 and a red.
So it costs 3 because we're
Yeah.
probably not gonna madness it. But like this is a 3, right? In limited? Yeah, this is a 3 in
In
limited.
limited, you'll madness it sometimes. The vampire deck has so many free discard
I
outlets.
thought we were only doing limited reviews.
Yeah.
Right, and in
Because this is
limited,
like a 0 in constructed.
right.
Oh, yeah.
This is a 4.
But in limited, the vampires have a lot of discard outlets.
It's a 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5?
Yeah.
I think this is a 3. It's 2 guys. Like,
Yeah.
if it was one guy, like, whatever. But it's 2 guys. That's
It's
not
still
bad.
like a 2.5 because like if you're not like a really aggressive red deck, you might not want to be part of this.
Well, then why do you have this?
Then you're not going to be running it. That's the point.
That's why 2.5.
Three is automatically in every deck.
Oh, so this is a 2.5. Sure.
Yeah.
I think this makes almost
Yeah.
all red decks.
Any
Just because of how
aggressive
they
red
work.
deck. Yeah.
Well, I don't think there are non-aggressive decks in this format.
Well, we don't know yet.
I mean,
This
review
is
might
really
help.
good. This is a
Yeah,
this is a
we'll find out if there are no
this card's fine.
aggressive
I like
non-red
this card.
decks.
I like that effect.
I do too. I think it's very. If it untapped them as well, it'd be insane.
This card's...
if I'd actually read it that way correctly. We go to the next card?
Yeah.
Okay, go to the next card.
Oh,
All right.
What? There's a lot of cards to get through, and you're going to take 40 minutes for the octopus thing.
This guy pizza better hurry up.
What are you going to do?
Get this guy a Snicker.
Alchemist greetings. This is a 4-red sorcery that deals 4 damage to a target creature, and you can madness it for 1 in a red.
This is like a Boulder Salvo, right? From
Yeah.
the last one, where you get to
Like-
surge this thing for...
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, same card, right? That card was good.
Playable.
Perfectly playable filler.
Correct.
1 or
Yeah.
2 tops. Yeah.
I mean, if you have a bunch of discard outlets, you probably play
Yeah.
2. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, 2.5.
If you have few discard outlets,
Yeah.
you can run all 3 or 4 that you open in this.
Yeah, it scales up if you can discard them.
Yeah.
It's a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool. All right. Moving along.
What is a 4?
Wait.
This card's a 4.
Maybe. I have to read it first.
All right, go.
We can't
Continue to
tell.
read this.
We're reinventing the wheel here.
Yeah. Assembled alphas. This is a 5 red creature wolf to 5/5, and whenever it blocks or becomes blocked by a creature, it deals 3 damage to that creature and 3 damage to that creature's controller.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a 4.
It's just kind of like Searing Blaze everything. This,
Yeah.
you definitely played this, 100%.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
We're still transitioning to the 4-point scale, so I'm like, yeah, it's a 5.
Yeah, this card's great. It's a 5/5. You can't block it. Like 2 3/3s aren't going to chump block this thing. Obviously, like you
No.
got to have like a couple of 2 4s or 4
Yeah.
4s or
It
something.
might as well
like,
have Death Touch, right? Because like it's
Might
gonna
as
like,
well, yeah.
bolt this guy and do combat damage. Also,
like it's better than Death Touch though, because like if you try to multi-block this thing,
Yeah.
like to block up a bunch of small guys on it, you can't. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Death Touch would do the same thing, but yeah, like you're not gonna kill. Like small guys are not gonna.
But I mean, but you,
No,
you
it
could,
kills
you
all
could
the small guys
theoretically,
before damage.
yeah, you could
I
theoretically like if this just had Death Touch, like you could have 6 1/1s and we could block this thing.
Yeah.
Creatures are not trading up with this guy.
No.
And you also are discouraged from like double blocking it anyways because you're gonna take 6.
Correct.
It's more like it has menace because it's just never going to get blocked.
Yeah.
It definitely pulls you into the red.
It also is easily splashable on 1 red.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
All the
Absolutely.
decks.
Super good.
The name is very descriptive of this room right now.
Oh Jesus.
It's pretty much assembled alphas.
Too true. All right.
And
Next. I was trying to get past before we even mentioned that I might not
This guy
be.
plays Magic.
Yeah.
He was at the SCG.
Yeah.
Right?
I was wrecking house too.
He was wrecking house at the SCG.
Until I played against Blood Moon.
Oh.
That card's a 4,
That
right?
card's never beat me.
That card's a 4.
Not
Has never beaten me.
That card's trash. Ooh, no, that's a 1.
Alright.
Never beat me.
Bedlam Reveler.
Can you even? I mean, can you even play this guy in?
I don't know.
It's a 7 drop.
It's a 6.
7.5 drop.
Yeah, so it's 6 generic and 2 red mana, Devil Horror. It's a 3/4 that costs 1 less for each instant sorcery in your graveyard, and it has prowess. When it enters the battlefield, you discard your hand and draw 3 cards.
Do not draft this. Don't play unless you've got some blue-red spell.
But
deck.
There's a really good blue-red spell deck floating around though.
Yeah,
like
but
a ton of
are you
spells that
gonna
will
have-
dig your whole deck and a bunch of
Here's-
really good prowess guys.
If
Here's
you
the
got
thing,
that,
like,
go
if
for
you
it.
have 4 or 5 spells in the yard, like to make this guy reasonably costed, or even 3. Let's say you have 3 spells
Yeah.
in your 40 card deck, and you have 3 or 4 spells already in the yard. How many spells do we have left to like make this 3?
And that's the point. So, like, so this
attack
is
through
a-
these like 5/5s and 4/4s.
Right, that's the point. So this is a build-around deck card because traditionally most limited decks are gonna have like the 7 spells, but there is a blue-red shell. Like if you look at the blue cards, that there's a limited blue-red deck that's gonna be
Yeah, but how
10,
many-
15, 20 spells easy.
That's
like,
a lot of
I
spells.
question-
How are we-
quantity of spells.
How are we killing someone?
Yeah, I question how good that deck will come together reliably.
It's there. I'm not saying it's good or not.
Yeah, but I mean,
so like
sure.
we have to play with
Someone
the
else
seed.
is in that deck and we draft this.
Then you're host.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
wouldn't first pick this. Like if I saw it.
No, it's definitely.
So
a
it's a pick
it's a
in,
one, right?
I
Like,
already
it's
had
just-
something. That
I disagree. I don't think it's a 1. I think for the most of the time it'll cost like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And a 3/4 body is not impressive, but drawing 3 cards in the late game is very.
Yeah.
When typically your hand's empty.
But
so
I
I'm not off of this card yet.
How,
Maybe
how
it's a
long are
2.
these games going to go? Like, do you feel like, because the previous limited format was very fast, all about Grizzly Bears, very quick. Like, do you feel like the games are going to go to a state where this card is playable? Because I don't.
Yes, I tend to think the second set balances out the
And you,
first
and you
set.
have less of those grizzly bears. Like, there's a good number in this
You only
set.
draft
I
one
mean,
and a
so
half.
like, I don't. We'll go over some of the cards, but I think you're wrong because there are a couple of like. You can see the card on the screen. It's this 2/1. It's got menace. Like,
Oh yeah, some of them.
I'm saying there's a lot of really quality grizzly bears in this set too. So
Well, when we saw some of the other colors.
yeah. No, I'm just saying I don't think it's much slower. It might be a little slower, but I don't think it's.
That's
much
why I'm saying like
Okay,
it's a 2 because you have to build around it. But there are going to be some decks in the format, whether or not they're good or not yet. If they are good, this card's gonna be a house.
So if this guy was like a 4/4 or a 5/5 or like something like that for that mana cost, like maybe we can start talking about it because it's a 3/4. Like even some of these uncommons that are giant, like 5/5s and stuff, you have to have 2 spells to get this guy to trade up. I'm just saying, even if we get him into play and we get him into play early, like he's not even sizable enough that he attacks through some of the uncommons.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is like the effect is extremely powerful, and the upside of being in a spell-heavy deck is most people don't run very many spells unlimited. So in like a draft, you actually get a lot of late picks that are really what you want to early pick. So you have like these openings. So I'm not saying he's great. He's like in the 2 range, but he might actually turn out well if that deck turns out well.
I think it's bad.
We'll see. So Blood Mist, next card.
Speaking of bad cards,
3 red enchantment. Begin your upkeep on your turn. Target creature you control gets double strike late in the turn.
guess if you open that whatever guy,
That
You can play him in a
I think this is
aggressive red deck.
yeah, it's a very aggressive card.
the
yeah.
3/3 for 4 or whatever that guy is, that gives all you guys double strike now. Give my guy double strike. Team has double strike.
Oh, Odric, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It's not really planned for that.
No, I know,
It's
but
in
I'm
the last
saying-
set, like-
Yeah. I mean, live the dream.
cards at 2. It's fine. It's not great.
Yep. Bold Impaler, it's a 1 red Vampire Knight, it's a 1/2, and it gives itself bad fire breathing for 2 and a reg, it's +2/+0. Card sucks.
That's terrible.
That's a vampire.
It's a 1/2.
We see this guy all the time better than this, and it doesn't get played.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a.
We've seen this in a lot in like with random wolves and things like that. Being a vampire makes it semi-relevant.
Yeah,
The second toughness is not irrelevant, so.
there is the black removal spell that deals damage equal to number of vampires that you control.
I'm just I'm not into guys with like. I mean, I don't know.
3 mana is a lot. I mean, you're essentially
Yeah.
taking off turn 3 if you want it early. You're not going to play 2 spells on turn 4 if you activate this.
Yep.
Turn 5, you need a 2-drop, which is Outclass. So really, turn 6 is the first time that you can activate this and also get like a value creature in play.
Or just double
I think it's
activate
bad.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you play him like on curve, he's going to get him for maybe 2 points of damage. It's 1 and just 2 swings, and he just sits back
He
the rest of the
doesn't
game.
get. He doesn't get dual shot or whatever that is.
Oh, yeah, that's
He
true.
doesn't get dual shotted. Like, Thraven Inspector does like a lot of work in this format. Like,
Well, drawing a card's way better than.
what? I understand, but I'm saying
yeah.
like you still get in like 5 or 6 points
But
of damage
also,
with
like-
like a Thraven Inspector in some of these games, or like against these slower like green decks and stuff. Like,
Half the
This
grizzly,
is not a slow format.
Half
I learned
the-
that 2 cards ago.
half the grizzly bears in this format also have 1 toughness. Like a lot of the grizzly bears have 1
he'll
toughness.
trade. I'm not. I'm saying if this guy, if I had to play this guy in my sealed deck at the pre-release this weekend, like then we have to play this guy in our sealed deck at the pre-release. It's a 2. Like it will make some decks.
It will
Yeah.
make some decks. The vampire part, I think, is the most important part. Though,
Yeah.
honestly. Like there are gonna be some
fine.
synergies you get the vampire part.
Sure.
Yeah, so next we got our first Escalate card in red. This is Borrow Hostility. It's a 1 red instant, Escalate for 3. Choose 1 or both. Target creature gets +3/+0 to end of turn, and target creature gains first strike until the end of turn.
This card's fine.
Yeah,
It's
one
like
mana.
interesting Titan strength or whatever. Less
Yeah.
good, obviously, because you don't get to scry.
I think it's a 1.
Really?
Yeah, because like the first strike is good, but like for 4 mana, I don't want that effect. Like we have an enchantment that was played that had the same thing, +3/+0 in first strike, and it had flash, and it almost was like never played. It was okay, but it's not great. And I think this is similar.
But but that enchantment always costs 4.
This gets
Yeah.
scaled.
So what?
So like if I want to pay 4, I can give +3/+0 in first strike, just like the enchantment. If I don't want to, and I need to play this early, like to trade with something or whatever,
Yes.
like I can.
Being slightly better than something unplayable doesn't make it playable.
I'm not arguing. I think this is playable.
I'd like to have 1 of these in my deck just so they know about it and play around it a little bit.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought, because they never know what you're actually going to choose to do with it.
I think it's a big pump in the first strike. Extremely relevant.
these-
There's a lot of like really close to powers and toughnesses. In
All
the
these
format.
Menace guys give my giant green fatty first strike in combat. Like,
Sure, like there's all these scenarios that we can talk about where it's great. I just don't
I'm saying
I
it's
just don't think
playable in all these scenarios. I don't think it's great.
I typically don't want this in my
playable.
deck. Like
Yeah.
and it also like cards like this get better based on the other tricks in the format.
How do you guys feel about the Escalate cards in general? Like just the idea of Escalate in general. Do you guys want to play till you can cast at least 2 parts of it? Or
Well,
just
like,
play 1?
So the thing is, like, I feel like they're all situational, and the rare ones, like, The rare ones seem to be fair. Like you get some equity because the normal effect is probably fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I don't have time and I just have to like cash this in as like -2 your guy, and I don't get to like duress you or whatever it is too, right? What is the other effect? Yeah, so I don't get to do both to you. Like that's fine, whatever. But if you draw it late, there's a lot of extra like value there because like if on turn 8 or 9, like the duress probably isn't that good, and this -2 isn't good. But like if I smash out all 3 of these abilities, like maybe we get somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So like the rare ones seem to be okay.
I mean,
some of the uncommon ones and some of the other colors that we're not talking about, I think are okay. But like, I mean, this is one of the worst ones.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
And I still think it's borderline playable in your decks.
It's a card that later in the game gets upgraded to a command, which is pretty good. Like, to have a card that later in the game you get these multiple effects is...
Yeah, so there's like a lot of flexibility because you can give this guy first strike and this guy +3/+0. Like, a lot of the commands have a lot of different stuff. Like, they're fine. I think the rare ones are obviously a lot better. But
Oh, of course, yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah. Alright, so next one we have the Brazen Wolves. They're a 2 and a red, 2/3 that attacks and gets +2/+0 when it does attack.
This guy's great, right?
Taxes of
I like this guy.
Yeah.
This is a
Being a 2/3 makes it a lot better than a 3/2, I think.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a... Yeah,
You don't want to
it's
attack with a 5/2,
a
but...
4/3. Like, this guy's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the same as the Minotaur from like Theros. Like it's not exactly the same.
That
but
guy was really good,
It basically is going to operate the same way. Like when he's in the combat zone, he'll be 4 power.
This is a great common.
Yeah.
I thought this guy was uncommon, but this is...
He's frequently in the
I also
combat.
thought it was uncommon.
Yeah. Always turn him sideways. Alright, so next one we actually have one of the rare escalate cards. This is Collective Defiance. 1 red sorcery, escalates for 1. Choose 1 or more. Target player discards all of their cards in their hand, draws up many cards, deals 3 damage to target creature or 3 damage to target opponent.
So it's a 3 mana like Flame Slash,
Yeah.
and then you can like turn it into
try
a
to make Shawn's outrage.
yeah.
Yep.
Like you can do a lot of different stuff with it. Like I don't know how good it is in limited. I think there's some like niche constructed application for it. But you'll basically, if you're a red deck, you'll play this card.
Yeah.
Just as like a 4 mana Flame Slash. Maybe you can like go upstairs with it. It's not terrible.
It's a 3. Like I would see myself.
Oh, yeah, easily, yeah.
power over it.
It's alright.
I mean,
Calm down, Drew.
I'm on the other end of the table.
I'm more interested in the Wheel of Fortune effect personally. Because like if your hand is just dead and you just draw this on 3, it's like, okay, screw that.
Almost like
Well,
a blue card.
Yeah.
In constructed, you're not going to be using the first ability much, just because whatever you discard is probably going to get similar power level back.
I think you
Constructed?
constructed the
I'm
first
sorry, you
one.
construct it in limited.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
In limited. Whatever you discard, you're going to discard some Grizzly Bears, get back some Grizzly Bears. Like most of your deck doesn't have like a high rate of hits.
It's about to be like Dustin.
Sorry, no.
Take his hand, show him the way.
The other 2 abilities in limited are a lot better. The first ability in constructed is insane.
Yeah, most definitely. Alright, so next one we are first flipping werewolves.
Oh, I know. I've been. But it's going to be rotating.
Don't let anybody in on the text just yet.
No, it's rotating before we play standard again.
I mean, I'm not.
No, it's
don't be
not.
a selfish. Don't be selfish.
There's no more
people-
standard.
The regional
Or teams
PTQ.
gone.
There could be
The regional PTQ.
For you guys.
Don't, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't be selfish.
Oh, that's
Team
fine.
Magic player who's sitting out there.
No, like you were the one guy.
You didn't make it.
What?
You calm down a minute. You're the one guy that might play the Sphinx's deck. These 2 kids don't even know why they're even.
Oh, dude, don't put me in a box, man. I do all sorts of things. I do all sorts of things.
Alright, this guy?
Alright, Conduit of Storms.
He's great.
He's a 2 and a red, 2/3 vampire, or no, werewolf horror, there we go. When it attacks, it puts a red mana in your pool, begin your next main phase, and you can pay 3 red and transform it into...
Is this the guy that's good on the backside?
Yeah, Conduit of Emrakul, which is a 5/4 that when it attacks,
this
it
isn't the
adds
one.
2 colorless
Yeah.
to your mana pool at the beginning of your next main phase.
He costs like 5, so you pay 8 mana like to get this thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Just the front side's fine. Like,
Yeah, the front side's great.
You have a 3 mana
Yeah.
2/3 that attacks, and on turn 4 you get to play a 5-drop.
Yeah.
Pretty standard 2/3 for 3 is fine.
It's a 3.
I think oddly enough, he's less good than the common 2/3 that turns into a 4/3.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like at least initially, like I mean, I guess you draw him late, you always have the option to like flip him over, which is totally fine, and I think he's better for that reason. But like,
I think that line of text is really important. Like these red decks really want to like play a lot of things down, or one really big thing, one of the 2, and getting the extra mana is really big on turn 4.
And once you have 5 mana, it's going to be very hard to block and deal with.
Yeah.
He can flip himself on turn 4 too. Like that mana can be
sure.
used just to flip him.
I mean,
so you
if you
attack
get-
for 2 and then you flip him on turn 4.
Yeah.
And then the next turn you just get to play even bigger.
I mean,
So I personally think this mana ability is less important, and it's more important that my early blocker becomes my late game finisher.
sure.
Yeah,
The,
that too.
the add of mana is just like a bonus, and who doesn't like bonus?
It's just a weird thing that they put on there to like
Make
give
it
it some
interesting.
sort of like it just feels really out of place.
Yeah.
It's not flavorful. It's not like it doesn't.
Well, it kind of entices you to attack, which is dangerous because he can die in combat.
Yeah.
Or you can just like sit on him on turn 4, and then on turn 5, he's a real big guy.
Yeah.
So also that mana comes no matter what, right? So like if he
As long as
dies,
it
you still
attacks.
get him.
Yep. So pretty sweet.
Pete, my pizza guy, says it's almost right.
Pete the Pizza's Gut. Oh, that's the cartoon guy who will talk to you actually.
Yeah. Approximate delivery time 740.
Wait.
I don't know about that.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the rules are.
We'll see.
Oh, so this is
Approximate.
This is the. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so Deranged Whelp. This is the 1 in red, 2 1 with Menace. That's it.
Yeah, this guy's good.
This guy's insane.
So this is
They
the thing I was
push Grizzly
talking about.
Bears in this set like crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is another one. So in I think the trend continues in the first set. Like red was not very good, partly because all of its good 2-drops were like uncommon. So you really wanted like the Gibbering Fiend and the Forge Master. Like this guy is just kind of in the same boat. Like you really want this guy if you're going to be an aggressive red deck, but he's like an uncommon 2-drop.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. Whereas like if you look down the list of like green 2-drops, like all of the commons are just like insane Grizzly Bears. So it's kind of the same thing I feel like for this
Like
set.
I played Magic a lot when like Phantom Warrior was a card that got drafted, and it's 2/2 unblockable for 3 mana, and like to me anything with like 2 power or less with Menace is basically the same. And
Yeah.
you never win with Phantom Warriors. Like if this guy's just unblockable the whole game, you probably still lose. Like attacking 10
Probably.
times is not profitable.
I think. I mean, I think the difference between 2 and 3 and like saying
really
actually unblockable is infinite because this guy's unblockable as a 2/1. Like as a 2/1, he's unblockable. Like I play him on turn 2, I attack for 3, or I attack for
That's
2,
what I'm
and
saying.
then it's like.
Like, I'm not impressed with cards that have the word menace on them unless they're a little bit bigger. Plus, this guy's not surviving any combat, so you lose your early drop and you can't kill your 3-drop. Like,
But
a lot of
I'm gonna
combat
play.
tricks.
I'm gonna play
Yeah.
this Grizzly Bear
play all these
anyways.
extra
Yeah.
cards into blocks. Like,
I think he's good for at least 6 points of damage, and then he's just chump blocking at some point.
I mean, I'll trade him away in a heartbeat. Like, it's
Yeah, oh,
fine.
definitely.
It's just.
The important part with this card is that, like in limited you need Grizzly Bears. So if the Grizzly Bears you end up with have upside,
It's
that's
just
great.
one of those situations where you just like your opponent has to weigh out the options, and anytime my opponent's forced to weigh out options rather than snap off a block, like, well,
It's better for you.
My opponent is he's got this 2/1 with Menace, and I have like a bunch of like these. I have a 2/3 and a 2/2 or something, and I'm like, oh, I'll just block and like trade for one of these guys, and then he has this like really awful combat trick that he gets to like get value out of now because of this. Like, I mean, anytime they have to do that, it's good.
Yeah. So something like maybe Distemper of Blood, being a really bad combat.
Yeah,
trick.
yeah.
Hey, segue. 1 in a red sorcery gives it +2/+2 and trample till the end of turn, and you madness it for red.
The fact that this gives trample is pretty big.
But it's
Yeah.
sorcery.
Yeah,
Not
Yeah.
madness.
yeah, that's fine.
So if you have one of these many red discard outlets,
And the fact that it costs 1 mana for Madness is kind of cute.
Yeah.
I think the fact that it gets trample is pretty good because this format does like end up in a lot of board stalls, and now you're like 2/3 wolf guy or whatever. It's just gigantic, and you're gonna trample over it. I think the card's pretty good.
Yep.
I'm excited about this next guy.
The Falkenrath Reaver, which has a massive wall of text, and it's actually just a 2 mana.
Oh, it's
2/2.
a grizzly bear.
It's just a grizzly bear.
This is a grizzly, and,
which has all that flavor to
oddly
it.
with a
enough-
story attached to it.
Oddly enough, this is one of the cards. Yeah, I don't care about the story, but this is one of the cards that I think makes red playable in this version of the format, where it
Correct.
wasn't, because it's just a 2/2 for 2, which is what they really needed in the first set, and it's a common.
Well,
so you
and
can,
common.
yeah, you can count on getting this guy, which
Yeah.
is kind of crazy.
And it looks like Harley Quinn, so that's points in my favor.
And again, it's a vampire, which is
It is a vampire.
Yeah, no, the creature type not.
There's multiple lord effects.
I think if this guy was a frog or whatever, like if this was the Gitrog monster's like card or something, and it was
Toe.
just
Fire Frog?
a fire frog or whatever, like this guy would still be.
That's not a
playable because
yeah, it was to be playable when the upside.
I
which
don't know,
is
man. I don't know.
Fire Billy Dude.
It's still a grizzly bear.
Yeah, still a bear, no matter what you say.
This one's
First
good.
ever red grizzly bear someone posted.
I would believe that.
Actual grizzly
Just
bear.
straight grizzly bear.
Yeah,
makes
I wouldn't
sense.
be surprised. So next one we have is the Fury Blade Vampire. It's a 1 and a red, 1/2 with Trample, Vampire Berserker. Beginning of your upkeep, or beginning of your combat on your turn, you may discard a card, and if you do, it gets +3/+0 until the end of turn. So you can manage that to Temper of Blood.
Yeah, this is sweet.
This card's really good. It's a free discard outlet that gives a really big pump, and already has Trample built in.
The other guy, what's the 1/3?
The Storm Blood.
The 1/3.
Yeah, it's like the Storm something.
I don't know. It's
No, the
from
Blood Berserker.
the
Blood Mad.
The first.
Bloodseeker.
Bloodseeker.
Ravenous.
Ravenous
There we go.
Bloodseeker.
Ravenous Bloodseeker. So this has 1 less point of toughness, but I get like this extra trample ability that's actually more
Well, you get an
important. I
extra
think.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah, your toughness doesn't go to 1.
I don't get to just infinitely do it. But
And you have this built-in Trample with it.
Yeah, the only downside is that it's 2 toughness, so it's going to be traded down with quite often.
He's a 2-drop. He's not going to be traded down much at all. He's going to be traded with other Grizzly Bears.
Right, he's probably good for at least 6, I think. And then he'll just die.
well, this guy
probably not.
attacks for 4.
So he's probably going to trade with
Oh,
Grizzly Bear on...
So this guy attacks once. We're probably in the money.
He's probably trading with Grizzly Bear
that's
like
true,
on the
yeah.
turn he attacks.
Trample.
Yeah, he'll be trading with whatever 2-drop is in play.
He's going to deal 2
Maybe a
damage,
couple
and then he's going to die. Or 3 damage, and then he's going to die. I mean, you're not trading down, but you're eating their Grizzly Bear, and you push a little bit of damage through. That's the majority of the time.
That's true. That's true.
And you've madness something else in, hopefully.
Yeah. So next we've got Galactic Bombardment. It's a 1 red instant that deals X damage to target creature, where X is
So it deals
2
2
plus
damage.
the number of cards named Galactic Bombardment in your graveyard. So yeah, it's a shock.
It deals 2 damage. Not you can't go upstairs with it. Just
No.
does 2 damage to it, dude. All right.
Like, I don't think you...
Are you going out of your
Fiery
way?
Impulse was a good card in limited.
Yeah.
This
So you're not even going out of your way to draft
theoretically-
multiple of these then.
Well, I mean, if you're in
Yes.
draft, yes, this card is much better in draft
Yeah.
than it is in sealed because like
The number
Fiery
of 2
Impulse,
touches-
yeah, Fiery Impulse could deal 3 damage a lot of times just in your red, like blue deck or whatever in
Right.
Origins. Like this likely only deals 2 damage.
Yeah.
Well, in Origin, Shock was super important because of the 2-drop for noun guys.
Well, yeah, that, but like just the fact that you could, because you just needed sorceries or whatever. So later in the game, any random instants and sorceries that you had played throughout the game made this into a lightning bolt. Whereas this is like just, it is very unlikely in sealed that this is gonna like deal 3
You
damage.
might get 2 copies out of 4 packs.
Yeah.
That's not unreasonable. But
Yeah.
I mean, it is
probably
common.
won't get 3 copies.
Yeah, definitely not. Now, this next
card's
guy,
great.
this guy's a little unreasonable, I think. So this is Handward Garrison. It's 2 and a red for a human soldier. It's a 2/3. That when it attacks, it puts 2 1/1 red human creatures on the battlefield as well with it, and they're tapped and attacking.
So this guy is like a fixed Ramble Master
Yeah.
because the token doesn't get haste. So if they kill this guy instantaneously, then we don't get as much value.
What?
What? What are you talking
These
about?
guys come into play smashing.
Yeah.
No, but this doesn't. The
No,
token
not
with Rabble
turn
Master
one.
had haste. So like, if I made it through the turn, I got a 1.
If they
no
untap
matter
and
what.
kill him, you got nothing.
I got a 1/1 out of this. Like I was always going to get this thing, and also Rabble Master was insane because like if he ran loose, like he would win the game. Whereas this guy's going to take a lot longer to grind it out. I mean, 2 1/1s is a lot different than like a 1/1, but it's just a different dynamic. But
Yeah.
that's the comparison, I guess.
Yes. Do you guys want to go and talk about the flip side of it? Or?
Yes, because this is the only one I think is at like.
Okay, cool.
Shout out David Palmer who wants to flip over these angels, but like I feel like because the land is actually super playable,
The land is really good.
because the land is actually super playable, this card's actually very playable.
So the landing
well,
question.
this would be playable without it, but I think because of
Yeah.
we can talk about the backside.
Yeah. So the landing question, it's Hammer Battlements, and it adds a colorless mana to your pool, and you can tap a red and it, and give a creature haste until the end of turn. Or you can pay 3 red, tap it, and if you both own and control, so there's that weird ownership clause coming into effect again. And a creature, if you control the land and a creature named Handward Garrison, you exile them and turn them into. I had it. Where'd it go?
Gotta go colors.
I have the last page. Oh, come on.
It's a 7/4.
Yeah, it's a 7/4. It is. It attacks and puts 2 of the
Too far down.
3/2.
3/2s into play.
Oh no, it's with the red cards.
It's with the red
Yeah, right there.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, so it turns into Handward the Writhing Township, Trample Haste. Whenever it attacks, it puts 2/3/2 total. So draw the horror tokens on the battlefield, tap and attacking. So this thing like throws down a 13 power immediately.
I mean, the situations where you want a 2-for-1 yourself, where this guy hasn't died, like is not very likely. Because I mean, like the first time this guy attacks, you get mad value because you get these 2 1/1s. If he's attacking a second time, the game is probably over. So
Yeah.
this thing is not necessary, but I'm not going to say that it'll never happen because you're going to play these cards in the same deck until they rotate. So like,
the upside is if this guy's attacking and not being killed, that other thing's probably attacking and not being killed.
but why? Like, why take the chance of like losing your land and this thing?
I mean,
That land is pretty good. Like having that late game, like I top
So
deck
you
my
have whatever 1/1s
smash
to
him.
survive from this guy, and then you also smash for 13. Like I don't. If this guy hasn't gotten killed, they probably they would have used a kill spell on this guy, and they want to just let him go and go and go.
But why take the chance? Like what? The next turn, like I mean, I see what you're saying. But
Just
Yeah.
in the game.
this card is Ormondolf, but
Yeah.
just a creature in a land version. Like, it requires a little bit of work. Like, you just have to put these two cards together. I don't think the land's super great in the deck. I'm not excited to pay 2 mana to give, like, my red creatures haste. Like, that doesn't typically seem great to me. But,
I mean, it's like every time you draw a creature in the late game, it's just here's a ball
just
lightning
like-
that you
so
just
it's
throw at your
just like
opponent.
whatchamacallit, the Boros land. It doesn't give a bonus to the thing, but like it only
Bonus?
costs 1 mana.
I mean, I think it's fine, but I'm not going to first pick this land.
Oh,
no one's
definitely.
gonna first pick the land. I'm just saying.
So
like,
it's not a 4.
Oh no, the land's not a 4. Yeah,
no.
I gave the land a 2. I think
Yeah, like...
I give it a
James,
3 because of just what it does. How you
that's a little high, but I mean,
Well,
like
it was in like I always look at these cards as best case scenario.
if
so
you
you're gonna
have it,
both
if
of
you
them.
have this in your 2-color deck, you're probably gonna play it because you can like randomly give a guy haste.
I mean, if you have the red guy and you see the land, you first pick it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's normal.
Sure.
But the other way around should never happen.
No,
Like,
no.
I mean, I'm just saying like the land will probably go like pretty deep, and like if you are the red deck at the table, like you can always snap it up and like it's fine. Give my
fine.
4/4 green uncommon haste. It's a 2. The land is a 2.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. Where is it?
This
fit?
guy's a 4. This guy, you always want this guy if you see him. Like he's a reason to play humans. Like the humans are kind of aligned in different colors in the set, but still.
It
Yeah,
feels like a pretty obvious I'm not in red if this gets past to you
yeah,
from a draft standpoint.
That's a good
most
signal.
definitely. Yeah,
It's going to be an odd situation where the land is actually good and limited because you got the land and the extra mana, like you said, 2 mana, and then your creature that you played has to be big enough that haste matters. So what creature am I playing on a board where I have 2 free mana that actually wants to
that
attack?
can
Or
trade.
like super late, like
Or beat
you know, like
Yeah,
a
super
random
late.
4/4, whatever. it's
Super
fine.
late, sure.
This format
Yeah.
doesn't go super late.
Yeah,
We learned that 9 cards ago.
I'm just saying we're making up scenarios here.
Yeah, rewind and play it back,
You
please.
totally disagreed with me, so I was trying to humor you here, man.
No,
Eat that pizza.
No,
Dude,
all right,
on Domino.
all right. Harmless Offering.
Pete's like letting me down real fucking.
I got
hard now.
beef with this card.
2 in a red. Target permanent gains control. Target permanent you control.
Yeah.
It's
it's
whatever.
unplayable, right?
It's
No,
100%
it's
unplayable.
There's no. I'm not missing. Like, hold on.
It's unprintable.
No, come on.
I'm not missing some like. For constructed, whatever. You guys can talk about your pack decks all day. I don't care.
No,
But,
we're not doing it.
I'm not missing something in limited, right?
No,
this
you're
card
not
is
missing
like if
any-
I open this in my sealed deck, you're just like mad.
Normally, when
Yeah,
they
you're right.
print a card
There's
like
no-
this, they give you some card that's like at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose life, so you like trade that card away. They
Yeah.
didn't put a single drawback card in the set
Yeah.
with this card.
There's no
Yeah.
delusion. There's no form of dragon or anything like that. It's just
No,
it
I
just
just
exists.
hey, I
Yep.
just wanted to make
The
sure.
only reason this exists is for the EDH players who can't get copies of Donate.
I'm a simple man. I have these lands. I attack with these little dudes. Like sometimes I miss stuff. This could be.
Yeah.
No jinx titles. Nothing.
No, yeah, could
You're not
have.
missing
That card was actually
anything.
pretty
That
cool.
card was really good.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
card was great.
I'm just offended by the premise of the whole thing. This isn't what we do. We don't have cats. We don't try to trick you.
Shout out.
We don't. We're red mages. We don't kill the cat. Oh, it's a bomb.
Look
we
at
just,
the king.
We just
It's
have
a
the
bomb.
bomb. The bomb is a bomb.
That cat's adorable. Who said it was a bomb?
Yeah, we're just running it right up to you.
I feel like this is like a Rorschach painting. It's like a Rorschach painting goes up and Mike's like, obviously that's an explosive. Check.
Would not pass FBI screening.
No,
Would
no.
legit not. I mean,
Some issues.
100% serious though. Like I agree with Mike. That's not who we are.
Now, if I open this and I play against you, Mike, I will board it in specifically
Bring
and
it
give
in.
you something random. Just give you
Bring it in.
This.
I don't know.
All right,
I will not counter it.
All right, good. All right, Impetuous Devils. It's a 2 red devil. It's a 6 full with trample and haste. and whenever it attacks up to one target creature, defending player controls blocks it if able,
We were so close.
and you sack it at the beginning of your
It's ball
instep.
lightning.
no, ball
another ball
lightning.
lightning. Ball lightning's better.
They didn't have to. Yeah, ball lightning costs 3.
Yeah. And it was it
But ball lightning was
triple
triple
red.
red.
I'm just saying.
There's no camera here, but you can't see my face. Like
Triple red and limited.
I just
is
asked
like-
Alex if he was retarded. Like
No, he didn't actually.
that's what my face just said to him. Yeah, it cost triple red, but you were playing it in the mountain deck. Like
It
who
doesn't
cares?
matter.
Yeah, red wouldn't matter to us. Like it's fine.
5 red.
Yeah, as long as it's 20 damage, it's
This
good.
is a
Okay.
situational removal spell. Like sometimes
Yeah.
you pay for it and you get to kill the biggest.
I kind of
guy.
felt that was like it was kind of like a lightning axe, like a shittier lightning axe. They
Yeah.
might be able to like,
Well,
deal
it's
with.
the opposite.
But-
it doesn't hit people.
It's lightning axe that can get killed though.
It can't hit people.
It's like I kill, but also you have the option of just like so. It's like either you eat one of their things or you just bash them.
Lightning axe only kills dudes.
No,
No, lightning axe is players only.
no, that's
so-
all the axe.
all the axe.
Lightning axe
Lightning axe
definitely
does,
only
yes.
kills. Yeah,
That's what you said first.
I said lightning
You're
axe.
confusing everybody.
You're the one who's like leading people astray.
Alright.
Okay.
Games go late.
Hey, I wasn't supposed to tell you that this is the sleeper in this set. Buy them now. I don't want to.
I thought this card was really great until I read like the half where like they have to block
The other
it.
part.
And I was
No,
like,
it's up to. You don't have to make anybody block it.
Yeah.
Up to one creature has to block it. So you just choose nobody and bash them for 6.
No, I don't think you.
I don't think that's how
No,
it works.
all right. When it enters
They
that
have a guy.
It's gotta block.
No. Anytime they put up to, you can choose 0.
Yeah.
Oh, can you?
No, there's
Yes.
no targets here, right?
It says up to one target creature.
Yeah.
So you can choose 0 instead
Oh.
of the 1.
Well, this guy's better than I thought he was, but he's
yeah.
still not good.
And then they
No,
have to block it with something that they choose.
Okay.
It just
So-
means they can't double block it.
It's-
No.
still-
That says only one creature can
So
block it. In
there's an
this
ability
text,
called Provoke, which is like whenever the creature would provoke attacks, you get to choose a creature and they have to block with
Pete,
it.
man, I'm gonna have to like contest this
That's
charge.
what this
and
is.
everything.
But who cares? Like, okay, I didn't choose for your 2/2 to block my guy. Well, I'm gonna block your guy anyway. And take
Right.
4. Okay, I choose for you to block with your guy. Okay, block your guy, take 4. It doesn't matter. Like, if this guy's in the combat zone, it's gonna die.
Yeah.
And it's gonna do what, 3 or 4 damage?
Sure.
Yeah.
Generous if it's more than that.
Unless you choose the archive guys that's 0/4 defender and you just ram into it every single turn because you can. Not saying you should do that though.
0/4, he'll die.
Yeah, it will.
You can't. You get one shot.
So this is a 2.
It's a 2.
Yeah,
You'll run it in
it's a
some red decks when you really need something to finish it, but the sacrifice at the end step, you're paying 4 mana for something that's going
Pay
right
4
away.
mana to kill something.
Yeah.
They just
That's
block
it.
it with their first strike guy. Like
Yeah,
There aren't a
They
ton
have
of
one.
those in this.
There's not really
format.
any.
first time that happens,
Okay.
you'll
You feel like a real
deck
idiot.
and you'll never play it again.
Yeah.
But there's not many in the limited
This-
format because there's
Oh,
so
no,
many.
this is what you donate to Mike. That you give this.
Try me.
Look, Mike's playing the Devils. Everybody look.
It's your 2 rare combo that you're pulling off in limited. Just,
But things are
just
rare?
to tilt
It's
me.
also a rare, yeah.
The
All right.
What did you want it to be?
Uncommon?
out of the set.
Yeah.
Could we
get both these cards?
At least it's
out of
not common or uncommon, man.
That would be better because then this like offering
we could
thing
just,
wouldn't be
like,
my
go off-
rare.
Yeah, if you could get like 3 of these, you could like do some damage, like provoke
true.
your guy, provoke you. But at rare, good lord.
Alright. Incendiary Flow. 1 red sorcery, deals 3 damage to a creature player. If a creature dies that way, it's exiled instead.
It's volcanic hammer with the pillar.
With
Yep.
abilities.
With
Yeah.
pillar text.
Premium removal.
Yep.
It's a 4. You're gonna play it.
Oh, yeah. We
It
got
actually kills a lot of cards. Like heads up.
It does kill
pull
it a
you
lot.
into a color.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
pass me this, I'm going red.
Yep.
I'll splash it in my decks.
Yep.
Easy.
Alright. Insatiable Gorgers. 2 red. 5/3 Berserker. It attacks each turn if able, and you can madness it for 3 and a red.
I like Juggernaut.
Juggernaut's
Juggernaut's
good.
sweet.
Played that guy in a couple of limited formats before.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Juggernaut seems solid.
Can the turn Juggernaut? Sure.
Yeah.
Get him.
Alright, seems good. Make Mischief, 2 and a red sorcery, deals damage to a target creature or player, and you put a 1/1 red devil token on the battlefield that you sacrifice it, or whenever it dies, it pings a thing for a point of damage.
Do you feel like this is just like the biggest blowout card waiting to happen ever?
I thought it was good until it was an like a sorcery. As an
Yeah.
instant, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a sorcery,
It's not so.
punch yourself in the dick.
Because it's you get 1 more mana. Jesus. You get 1 more mana for the
It's close to
4.
that.
You pay 1 more and you get the 4 mana instant one, where it's like 2
Yeah.
devils and it basically accomplishes.
Devil Game or whatever it is.
I don't know.
From Shadows.
Dance of Devils.
Dance of Devils, yeah. And that was the
know.
No.
Well, there was a common and a rare version of this. in chat.
Well, the rare
Devil's
one,
Playground.
the rare one. Shout out James Sung. Devil's Playground is like 6, isn't it?
It's 6, but it gives you
Yeah.
4 of these guys.
No, it's. I thought it was
6
6
mana gives you
guys.
4 guys.
Oh, does it give
Yeah.
you 4 guys?
And then the 4-drop gives you 2 guys.
So
at
I
instant
saw
speed, though.
I saw James
That's a
Sung
mad
take
thing.
16 damage from a Devil's Playground with a Zulaport Cutthroat in play off of a Goggles at this recent PPTQ.
Whoa.
That guy went deep.
Yeah, man.
That's not a thing you usually do.
Anyways,
Anyway,
back to reality.
Oh,
These
yeah.
cards, you'll play this card.
Yeah,
it's
yeah, it's
fine.
fine.
This card's good.
After hating on it, it's not a sick blowout, but it is pretty good.
When I
still.
thought it was
a lot of
insane, it was a
one-toughness
sick
guys.
blowout.
Yeah.
And it trades into a bear.
Yeah, your goblin trades into
Yeah,
it.
you eat a 2/1, and then this devil trades into a bear. And you're fine.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
All right. So I think what a blowout would look like though is Mirroring Dragon. It's a 3-red flyer, 4/5.
I definitely like this card a lot.
Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell that targets only Mirroring Dragon, that player copies that spell for each other creature he or she controls. That spell could target, each copy targets a different one of those creatures. So this is a Zada Dragon, but it's on both sides of the table.
Well, it's way better than a Zada Dragon because if they kill it,
Oh yeah,
their squad's dead.
they murder this, it murders everything else.
Yeah, I like that idea. Like, have this giant monster that you have to kill, and if you kill it, all your stuff dies. Like, that's pretty sweet.
Also, maybe you donate this.
No, stop it.
Stop.
Also, the 5 toughness thing is
It's
like
really
pretty
cool.
big.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah.
Doesn't die to the boogeyman in the format, which is Avacyn.
Yep.
You can fight that; it's not a big deal. And then it doesn't die to Chandra. Like she can't kill it. And
Nope.
then
These are
Doesn't die to languish.
yeah, it doesn't die to languish.
Constructed.
Like what? Yeah. Okay, all these are
Probably,
constructed applications. But I'm saying I like this card.
Almost every.
You're gonna play
thing
this
is
as a
just
4
playable
unlimited.
unlimited.
Yeah, you're gonna play this guy unlimited. He's
You can play it
4 or
even if
5
you never
flyer.
use the ability, just as the 5 mana.
Yeah.
4/5
Yeah,
flyer.
easy.
Yeah,
guess
air
so.
elemental with some extra ass.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Would play 23 of those.
Well, 21.
I need some.
I would play 23.
I need some grizzly bears.
But Mike's slipping on the edge, so it's fine.
Draw 1 card.
Alright, next one we've got is Nahiri's Wrath. It's a 2 and a red sorcery. As initial cost to cast it, you may discard X cards, and it deals damage equal to the total converted mana cost of discarded cards to each of up to X target creatures and or planeswalkers. That is a lot of text.
That is a lot, yeah.
This is
Written by a geometry teacher. Like, this is like a test question.
this card is this card is so bad too.
It's real bad.
Is it bad?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This card's.
So you lose the Nahiri's card, and then you lose every card you've discarded to kill that many creatures.
What am I
But you're
discarding?
madnessing. You're going,
So in limited, I'm gonna discard my expensive card, probably my fatty, to like kill something early. Maybe
So I
Two
kind of
for
like
one
this as
myself, at least.
a mid-game wrath, actually. It's 3 mana, you
Yeah.
can discard a 4-drop and 2 lands or 1 land and just smash into
Yeah.
decks.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. I think I would play it if I had like some nice like mid-game stuff. If I'm like an aggro like red-white deck, probably not very
You can
good.
madness
Oh,
off.
definitely
You can
not.
madness off of it, right? Like so maybe, but
But at 3 mana, what you're madnessing that actually kills things is not very expensive. Like the things that you can madness that are gonna kill something are like
But
the
if I
4 mana
madness,
creatures.
so I madness like 4 cards that cost Christmas Land. I get it. But,
Yeah.
Like so, you madness like a couple of cards. Say let's 3 cards. I madness 3 cards. Like I mean, there's still value there. Like even if they all cost 2 and 3 a piece or whatever, they're super
madness?
cheap.
What?
Well, that's a lot of
Alright,
mana.
so like best case scenario, so you're sitting on 6 mana, right? And you play that and you madness out 3 December for Bloods. You deal 6 damage to how many you want to kill, pump through your guys, and you kill them.
Yeah, but even so, all right. Even if we just madness,
But that's
the-
4 of our 7 spells in unlimited deck.
Let's madness the no, for sure. Madness a fiery temper. Live the dream. Let's madness this
Yeah.
fiery temper, and let's madness this other spell to give our guy like plus.
and the alchemist greeting.
It's still 5 damage, or I mean, it's okay. I just think it's real bad. I don't like 2 for 1ing myself,
yeah, it's
or 3 for 1ing myself.
Yeah.
it sucks if it goes
problem
wrong.
is, so like unless you have the madness, if you don't have the madness synergies for it though, the things you want to discard to kill relevant creatures, like I don't care about grizzly bears, I'm killing fat things with this. So the things I'm discarding are my ways to win the game. So I'm going to throw away my way to win the game to kill your way to win the game, and we're going to see who ends up on top.
I mean, this is a
That's
very,
fair.
very middle of the road, like bone splinters. Like,
Yeah.
like 3 mana, I can discard a 3-drop in the land, and I can do 6 damage, or I can do 3 damage to 2 guys. or I can just like 2-for-1 myself. Like that's bone splinters. That's what bone splinters do. I have to trade my resource to get rid of a problem.
Yeah.
This is similar. If you discard 2 spells with like good man, like 2 3-drops, and you start doing 6 damage to these creatures, like it can kill your opponent's board.
Yeah, the fact you're not like
scales up
dividing
pretty
up the
well.
damage is
Right,
really
right.
important.
It's not divided. Each of those targets takes a
Most
total
of
Yeah.
these cards say divide, and that's
It's not like Fireball or anything like that.
This card's a trap. Don't ever play this card. I would take a Grizzly Bear over this.
Like this is not an aggressive card. Like I mean, this is going to be a good
Yeah.
control deck. Like I mean, your red blue spells deck would like this.
What if you top deck it?
Like
It's a real bad top deck, yeah.
But in limited, if you top deck and you have no cards in hand, like your Grizzly
trouble.
Bear
You're
is
probably losing
also
anyway.
not helping you.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be able to play the deck.
Yeah.
2/2 blocks.
What are we talking about?
Nothing. You
Alright. Other cool beat Outburst.
Trying to get Pete to like.
I give that card a 1.
Alright. The Outburst is a 1 red instant. Gives a target creature +1/0, +1/+0 till end of turn, and when it dies, you get a 3/2 draws a token.
This is better than skin whatever the thing is.
Skin Invasion.
Skin Invasion?
Yeah, no, the
skin inversion.
the one that leaves a
Skin
3/4.
Invasion.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think this is better than that.
Yeah.
That card's great.
Like, this is pretty sweet. I mean, it gives you...
No, so this is where this is worse than skin inversion. Was skin inversion made the creature have to attack, so you had skin inversion their guy,
That's it.
then you eat it and you get the 3/4.
Yeah.
So with this card, like you're gonna trade your guy and get a 3/2.
This is pretty
yeah.
good on an insolent neonate.
Yeah. It does some things.
That's Skin
Attack
Invasion.
for
Like
2, sack it. get a
Skin
3/2.
Invasion made it into a lot of my like draft decks, unfortunately. So.
Yeah.
But I think that card was better than this one.
Yeah, but it's the same kind of card.
It's fine. It's a 2.
Set up a
It's a
trade.
two.
Set up like a trade. Get a 3/2. Like,
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it's an instant. That's a plus.
well, I think it's not played.
Yeah, if you can set up the if you can set up the trade and they're not able to interrupt it, then it's a 1-mana 3/2, and that's fine.
What does this do?
Which one?
The next one.
Yeah, the next one is Prophetic Ravings. It's a 1 red's enchantment aura. Enchants a creature that gives it haste, and you can tap it, discard, and draw a card.
So red looting
Yeah.
Yeah.
on an aura.
I don't know that it's going to give us Reckless Scholar back.
That's a 1.
I give this a 2.25.
Man, you must add some pizza
Yeah.
because that's pretty generous.
Like
I mean, it depends on your goal here. Not every deck is just like attack. You guys calm down. Like, there's tons of limited decks where all you want to do is attack. But like, this is a great card for like a blue-red madness deck or a red-black madness
Isn't
deck.
there? Aren't there some guys in this set that like have abilities if you tap them? Like, if they can.
I don't
know.
no. Okay. All right. I was trying to think of like alternate like uses for the card.
well, so
Yeah.
the problem is like it is an aura, so that's like always a drawback.
I
in an aura.
mean, to
but
be honest
the
with
fact
you-
it gives haste is relevant because you might not necessarily do it to tap something.
It gives him haste.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
One mana, this guy has haste. You guys are trying to put that on the land.
Yeah.
Hey, the land taps for mana, bro.
Yeah. I like it just because if you don't get, like, let's say the Call to Bloodline or the other good mana enablers, you're probably able to pick one of these up. It's a lot worse than those. But if you are trying to madness things out,
So the thing about this is that you like can put it on a guy that's reasonably sized in this format and feel marginally safe, unless Dustin's going ham with this like Nahiri's card or whatever, that is probably okay because the removal in this format is pretty bad.
The black got a lot better
Well,
because you have murder and murderous compulsion now.
sure, but I'm saying like barring any kind of rare spells or whatever, if I put this on my green 4/4 or 5/5 or whatever, I can give it haste, and then like if the board stalls out, like it kind of does sometimes, like I can draw some cards or something.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean,
It's
it seems like
certainly
a
not
perfect
great.
red blue card to me. Like,
The perfect
Yeah.
sideboard card.
like no, red blue for sure. Like, all right, so that deck only had a couple madness enablers anyway, with like Mad Prophet, which is what the spell is, plus
Reckless Scholar.
Reckless Scholar. But like,
Yep.
there's a bunch of like walls in blue now. It's like a little bit slower, which is what you want in the spells deck.
I mean, they were
Like,
gonna kill your
oh,
wall.
yeah.
They're gonna kill your wall anyways, probably.
But it's
Like,
it's a no for. I mean, like I think it costs like 2. Like it's safe being able to like set up an engine for yourself.
what is the 1/5 spirit guy that flies?
Silent Observer?
Yeah, that card is good on Silent Observer.
Yeah.
because it has enough toughness that you're
Yeah.
not gonna be able to kill it. So it's that threshold, and then it
They have to have one of like 2 black.
Does something
spells or
useful.
rare. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Next one we have the Savage Alliance.
look
which
at
is
you digging deep, man. Digging deep.
That's not even deep. That's surface.
I
Started out, finished out.
Yeah.
Straight.
Savage Alliance. 2 in a red instant. Escalate 1. Choose 1 or more. Creature target player controls gains trample till the end of turn. Deals damage to a target creature, or 1 damage to each creature target opponent controls.
So this is the one I think is the nuts.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Target, yeah.
There's so many spirits flying around that are 1 toughness.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah?
Yeah, spirits have flying.
Yep, there you go.
That makes
That was for you, buddy. That was like the one time. But, I mean, if you...
Alright.
4 mana, nuke their side of the board, and kill the one thing that survived. Like, that's...
Yeah.
I think
so you
the
can-
first ability is like the least used ability, obviously.
You can effectively like take out. You don't. I mean, giving my guy trample, fine, whatever. But you can effectively deal 2 damage to a 3 toughness guy, and then kill a bunch of 1 like toughness guy. It's like whatever. It's fine. It's good.
It's pretty sweet. It's like a powered down colorless return.
This is a 3 or a 4.
3. This one
It's definitely not a
3.
This is a 3.
That's
Yeah.
a 3 at least.
I want this in my deck. You can also just kill a 3 toughness guy with 2 of these modes. Like,
Yeah.
deal 2 damage
4
and
mana,
to
kill this
everyone.
guy.
And I think that's worth 4 mana.
Oh, sure.
At instant speed.
Yep.
So it's
Yeah.
it's definitely a 3. It's not a 4. Like you're not going into
this
red
bait?
for it, but if you're in red, you
I
want
don't
it.
know.
Come on.
Yeah,
It might be him.
Also to note, you can you can shock a creature that they're blocking with to make your trampler guy do more like damage to
Yeah, that's also really true.
It's probably a 4.
Just a 3.
I guess 5 mana though. Like you shocked their dude, you won the board, so that took away 3 of their toughnesses and you trampled your guy.
This is the first one that I think like. I mean, the trample ability is going to be the least used ability, but
But when you use it, it's gonna be backbreaking.
well, I just think like for 5 or what is it, 6 mana? It costs
5.
really?
3 with kick
So for
kick.
5 mana, being able to activate all of those abilities is
That's
lots happening.
that's busted. Yeah.
Hey,
Like,
that's
that's-
versatile.
That's
Yeah.
my thing with these cards is that they're very command-like, where you're getting 2 or 3 effects out of them. Early in the game, they have like fine uses, and then late in the game, you're getting a card that does 3 different things.
All these cards are going to be
This
great.
is 3 spells and only costs 1 card. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's insane, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, how many limited formats has Scouring Sands been playable in? Like a million of them.
All
Yeah,
of them.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that effect seems to be fine, especially in this format with like 1/1 spirits are
Yeah.
everywhere.
Alright, next one we have the Shreds of Sanity, 2 in a red sorcery, return up to 1 target instant and up to 1 sorcery card from your graveyard, then discard a card, and then exile Shreds of Sanity. Woo!
Limited, like this card's trash, but I think in constructed this card
This could
seems
see
so
some play in
dangerous.
standard, yeah.
What is the regrowth thing?
Yeah.
The many natures, whatever.
I think it's dangerous.
Get an instant back and a sorcery back at the cost of this card being exiled and discarding.
But then you have to randomly discard one?
No, you choose
You
one.
just discard.
Oh.
If it was random, it'd be terrible.
You choose
You
it.
actually discard the one you picked
That
up.
card's fine. Like, that card's fine. In this mystical red blue spell deck you guys want to play, this card's probably great.
Hey, man.
This card's
I'm here to enlighten you on things that you typically don't look at,
I
which
think-
is that spells exist and sometimes they're not allowed to death.
So what you're saying is like, dude, I can cast plenty of spells. I don't know what these accusations.
Lightning bolt doesn't count. Like that's just a hasty 3/3
We've
to die.
cast Dragon Fodders, Become-Immenses, Battle Rages.
I like that your first
Tarkus
example
Command.
is
Tarkus
2
Command.
1/1s. Like,
Listen, I've been casting Declaration Stone, Griff Spoon. These cards been casting.
Bingo.
All these are spells, dude.
I only got to cast those a little bit though.
Well, one tournament, man.
That's all I got. One turn.
That's all you had to do, right?
Life is hard for me.
And you won the whole thing.
So a lot of these really sweet cards like this that have a powerful effect, like regrowing 2 spells. That spells are typically good, right? Like
Yeah, they're red blue deck.
they're not going to work in sealed. Like you're just not going to like open enough pieces to make that
Yeah, I don't
work.
think you will either.
So if you have like an insane, like if you had some of these rare spells, it might be worth it because regrowing those are great. But it's probably not good enough to really want in your deck.
No idea. Literally no idea.
I'm not an architect. I'm just going to ignore it. Not an architect.
Right now, Drew is pacing around trying to figure out why there's a window going to my bedroom looking out over the living room.
I'm really hungry and I pace when I get hungry because this pizza's not here.
is this the wolf that you were hyped on?
Pete is let down. Oh yeah, no, this one's
All right. Smoldering Werewolf. This is a 2 red 3/2 werewolf horror. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 1 point of damage to each of up to 2 target creatures, and you transform it for 4 red, and you get yourself the Erupting Dreadwolf, which is a 6/4 that whenever it attacks, it deals 2 damage to target creature or player. This thing is bonkers.
What's the 4/3 or the? He's a 4/3, right? Comes into play, deals 2 damage to a creature. He's red, has haste.
The flame tongue column? No, that's 4.
No,
This is like Keldon,
from
whatever.
Keldon Marauders or Champions or whatever it was.
Okay, so this card is really good because it's like 4 bolt or whatever on this thing.
Yeah.
Dual shot, whatever you want to call it. And it's pretty good. And it's a 3/2.
And it flips into something that's good.
Yeah.
And that other wolf lets us play this guy on turn 3,
Oh,
and then
Jesus.
flip him on turn 4.
We're going to combo these uncommon flip wolves. Absolutely.
There we go.
Hey, in a draft, man.
Absolutely.
In a draft.
This guy's a 3. This guy's
Solid.
really
This guy's a solid 3.
Solid
You have to
three.
be, maybe less than, because you have to be committed, right? The 2 red, like that's a...
No.
No.
Two-color
It-
decks is-
Yeah.
This format's almost all 2-color. You don't have to worry about 2 pips.
You don't have to be committed for this card at all. It's very good.
Yes. Very, very good.
I think it's 3.5.
3.5.
I can agree with that, yeah.
There we go.
Alright, Spreading Flames. 6 in a red, instant, and it deals 6 damage as you choose among any number of target creatures.
Man, 7 is a whole lot of mana.
7 is a lot.
7 is a
It's close, but 7.
Well,
man.
it's one mana too many because the one in Khan's block where you got to deal like 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, you didn't
Cone
do
of
that.
Flame.
That was 5 mana, 3, 2, 1.
Is it 3, 2, 1?
That's what
Yeah,
kind of-
okay,
and
so
then there was
5 mana
Serpentine
is-
Spike as well,
It's
rare.
3, 2, 1, and it was in Khan's block or whatever.
That's battle.
Well, but Serpentine Spike was a rare.
Oh, that's
and
right,
it was-
battle.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying there was one in Khan's block that was 3, 2, 1 or whatever, and it cost
Yeah.
5 mana. It was a sorcery.
Or whatever.
No, whatever it was,
like
that one was
like-
that one was very playable.
Like, it was Pyrotechnics.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like sometimes you just go 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop, Pyrotechnics win the game.
Yeah.
So like this card is just too much mana.
7
for the
mana is way
effects.
too much.
Like
Yeah.
you get a lot of damage, and you probably kill 3 or 4 guys, but at 7 mana it's a lot.
Well, this
Yeah. Are you
sucks
alive
because it
then?
doesn't scale. So, like, it's not like you're doing 6,
Yeah.
5, 4, 3. It's 6. Okay, you have 2 creatures.
2 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1
It's
here.
7 mana. We're probably not killing your 4 drop or 5 drop.
Nope.
I mean, like,
Or that's
Yeah.
all we're killing.
That's the thing
all
is,
they're
you're
getting,
paying
yeah.
6 to kill 1 fat thing. So it's I mean, 7 to kill 1
If this
fat.
could go to face, I think it'd be a little bit better. But even then,
the fact that it's an instant is kind of interesting. So, like, in combat, you can, like, divide to finish off these dudes off. But
oh yeah, you clean
that was
things
a
up.
weird statement. But
This is why we can't video.
This is why we aren't.
This is why we
can't
can't
video.
no, but I don't think this card's good.
No, I don't think it
playable.
is either. Yeah.
So how many guys do you think this finishes off?
I think it finishes off
Up
maybe.
to 6.
If you play this card, there's a good chance you might be finishing off 6 guys.
Yeah.
Or dudes, whatever.
Best case scenario,
Creatures,
you
I
get
think.
6.
Opponents. Finishing off 6 opponents.
No.
That's a long day.
You'll no.
Alright, Stensia Banquets, 2 in a red, sorcery, deals damage to target opponent equals the number of vampires you control. Oh, it's a red card, not a black card. Draw a card as well.
Goes to my constructed vampire EDH deck.
No more turn 1 wizards, it's now turn 1
I sold
vampires.
That. Sold that deck.
I don't think this card's good.
Only because it says opponent. Those creature opponent, maybe because there's a lot of vampires.
If it
but
was an instant, I mean,
Yeah. There's your boy. There's your boy. There he is. Yeah.
how many, like, Pizza Pete? Get out of here. Like, how many vampires are you going to have in play in your match? 3.
3? Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You can't kill a dude. Like, it's 3 mana, deal 3 damage, draw a card.
Smallest pizza in the world.
Not interested.
Me either.
If it could hit a creature, totally different.
Yeah.
Because it does draw, like, so if you could, like, kill this one guy and draw a card, that'd be fine.
Yeah,
but-
this is kind of like the white-black spell from, I think it was Khans, right? That block where you did damage equal to the creatures you had in play and you gain that life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Harsh sustenance.
Yeah, so
That
this,
was instant speed too.
and this is worse than that, and that was
Yeah.
only somewhat playable. So,
But you know we're gonna get killed by this, right?
Somebody will. Yeah.
hey, why?
Oh, take 8.
No, because I have that in Fury's, like, destroy all your cards.
That's a sorcery, bro.
True.
I'll do it on my turn. I'm
You
not
can't
afraid.
You cast Providence.
fucking kidding me right now? God damn it.
What?
There's no pepperoni on this pizza.
Obviously,
no, we called them and get a free pizza, bro.
Walk back out there.
No, call them and get pizza. Come on.
I'm not even worried about
Dude,
it.
give me your phone. Free pizza.
All right. Stensia Innkeeper, 3 in a red, vampire, it's a fucking green.
Disappointing.
When it enters the battlefield, you tap
He definitely doesn't want
a
it.
land an opponent controls and it doesn't
Took an hour to
untap
get
during their untapped
free
step.
pizza. It'd take 4 hours.
We're on this man's broadcast right now. It's
alright.
trying to broadcast.
yeah, dude, you're killing sponsorships right now.
From Domino's specifically. We were my target
Which
for
I think
tonight.
has great pizza and has amazing lava cakes, which I was denied getting. But
We can order that one for the next episode.
okay,
We
What
can
does this guy do?
So it taps a land in control and it doesn't untap during their untap step.
this costs 4.
It might as well just be a hill giant with a relevant text.
I don't know.
First time?
Early in the game, that text is kind of relevant.
When I read it the first time, I thought it did untap, period.
Oh, that would be sick.
Yeah, so I
that
thought
would
this was
be
like
good.
I thought this was Avalanche Riders or whatever, but better.
Next, no, this one, no.
Yeah, it's not playable, but
No,
I thought it was.
Is a combo with Eldrazi Displacer.
Yeah, I guess. All right.
Your limited deck, yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I mean, in limited
That
though,
pack
like
of Oath you snuck into the tournament. There's not
cutting them a land away in limited isn't terrible for a turn because like they end up missing a play that they were probably counting on.
And if they're not drawing lands, I can see you capitalizing on this one
And
in
it's
just
a
the most
vampire.
minor of way. And it is a
Again, it's
vampire
a
for
vampire.
Sensia Banquet. Yeah.
Gross.
For their opponent to kill you with it.
I went Boldarin Duelist for 4 mana for a vampire, though.
Yeah.
Not playing this card.
Tap again.
Yeah, I'm not either. Alright, Surumkirk Occultist. This is a 3/2 vampire horror for 2 in a red. It has trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may exile the top card of your library. If you do, until in turn you may cast it. And you can madness it for 1 in a red.
Sure.
Yeah? Seems fine.
Yep, this will be in my deck.
Yep.
Yep.
Minor upside, and the art's kind of nifty.
A lot of text on there.
Yeah.
We'll see if it ever comes
And a
up.
lot of those exile effects are like enter the battlefields on red cards lately, so you have to have the excess mana. This guy is repeatable and it's one of the hits, right?
That's very true.
Oh, this guy's good, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this guy. Someone's gonna play Collected Company. When I exile this thing, they're gonna
In
hit
your
that.
limited deck?
Yeah, they're gonna hit that black guy.
You have Eldrazi Displacer, you can't have
You can have company.
card and
You can have that.
I'm just saying, like,
I'll have Jason in my deck. It's all
Yeah,
fair.
you're playing your Matter Shaper in your deck, whatever.
I was not playing Matter Shaper.
Alright. Thermo Alchemist. This is a 1 in a red 0/3 human shaman defender. And you can tap it to deal damage to a target each opponent. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you untap it.
This guy's good.
The red blue deck.
Yeah, the red blue spells deck, guys.
Yep.
Come on.
Now,
Come on.
do you guys recognize this art though?
No.
It's Lab Maniac from original Innistrad.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, my fries.
alright.
Look at these guys.
Alright, next we have the
Take like that whole section.
The Vilden Pack Outcast. 4 in a red, werewolf horror, 4/4. Trample, you can give it +1 minus 1 for red, and for 5 red, you can transform it into the Drone Pack Kindred, which is a 5/1 trample that gets +1/+0 for 1
That's
mana.
the best topping they have, in my opinion.
This is a 4/4 for 5 with Trample.
Yeah. This is a pretty gross common.
I clicked it.
Well, don't.
I already went back to this page. Yeah. Shawn.
Everything's coming unwrapped.
Savage Dustin Messenger.
Oh, excuse me.
Just
Not over
another
here
card that
shoving
gets
this
better as
pizza
the
in
game
your
goes
face.
on. We love those. There's all these commands. There's all these flip cards.
Yep.
4/4 for 5 with Trample.
Seems
Playable.
good. That works. Alright, and our last red card, we have Weaver of Lightning, 2 in a red with Reach. It's a human shaman 1/4. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, it deals 1 damage to target creature or an opponent controls. The red spells deck, it must be real.
Wait, we didn't. Oh, so go back to the O3 real fast. So, do you guys remember Nettle Drone from like the previous format? That card was insane.
Yeah.
This card's not quite as good because it's not a 3/1.
No.
But in this format, this guy blocks like so many Grizzly Bears early. I think he's pretty good.
Yep.
And then,
And you got this chick here too.
The thing with Nettle Sentinel is like
The
you
chick's
had
not
more
good.
color stuff, so people fought over Nettle Sentinel.
but the thing is, you
There's
had to
less-
like draft around Nettle Sentinel, whereas like this guy can randomly go in my red deck.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, you didn't have to draft around that little Sentinel anyway because that whole deck was colored. Like the whole
Yeah, the whole
format
format was
was You always had like 10 plus guys.
Yes.
But the tools for this guy are going to be less chased after if you want to make this guy broken, but he's still fine. It's just incremental.
Yeah, very true.
I think O3 block deal damage to you is fine.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, I'm not sure I want him in all my red decks, but
No, probably not.
he's in my deck.
Yeah, the cards.
Alright, so that wraps up the red cards. We're going to take a quick break and jump right back into it with the green cards. Say it. The usual social media stuff, EOT Newsflash for Twitter, Facebook,
One day you'll record.
Gmail. I'm going to record just something and just put it on as a soundbite. But yeah, check those all out.
MySpace.
You can follow Mike.
Check out my band on MySpace.
Check out Jack, Mike.
Magic Mike 88.
Magic Mike. I'm pretty sure that's copywritten.
8088. Alright. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll be right back with the green cards.